What's up, everybody? Welcome on back to Planetbase. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today. A fond hi-do, hello, and all those good things to all of you. We're at 114 people in our colony right now, and we need to trade for some serious, we need carrier bots. 45% commission is workable. We could also take a driller bot patent while we were here. Don't know if I have the cash for big expenditures like that. We have some things around that I think I can get rid of and kind of just bring us into normalcy. We have surpluses, so, you know, getting into the other... Well, we have a lot of metal, though, too. Like, for real, though, I think we could probably get into that driller bot patent right there. Pretty close, anyways, by using some of our surpluses. Not going to mess with spares for right now. I am going to clean out the bank on coins real fast, just to see how close I can get. And I think medical supplies are probably the most expendable here. And in fact, I could probably just get rid of medical supplies before I get rid of anything else. I mean, we use those less than anything else, so I figure something like that will probably make it nice and even. Sure. That seems like an okay trade to me. We're trading all things that are 100% a surplus, and once we get those driller bots, we can start to mash those out, so that'll be good. I will, however, need to increase the production of my random, semiconductors and things like that, which I don't even have those ready for fabrication right now. All that I really have at the moment is spares, and so we'll work on that in a little bit. I wish we could customize the laser color. Just like a little thing right here, we could choose what color the laser is. I don't know, it made me happy. I like green lasers, personally. I've always liked green lasers. I think they are the superior laser. They are the laser of a new generation. However, I would take blue or purple. Anything that's not really like a super hot, fiery color, you know what I mean? How did I mess that up? It's gotta be that one right there. I think I didn't squoosh it close enough. Everybody knows you gotta squoosh a bit. Yep, there it is right there. So squoosh that thing on in. And then did I have another one? Oh, we have oxygen needs. Hold on. Slow down. Alright, so oxygen needs. Nope, that is also not what I required. We could do an O2 dispenser right here. Doesn't strike me as being a horrible waste. Where is the area, I wonder? So we got 2 oxygen dispensers over here. I wonder where the area is that they're consuming all the oxygen at. Either way, that works for me. Going right there, although that wiped out my TV screens. Wiped out my TV screens. That's okay. I can just wiggle them around slightly to make this work better. In addition, we might be able to take the edge off some of this by making another biodome over here that almost exclusively... Wait, so I thought those produced oxygen. It's draining oxygen? Oh, well, screw you guys. I don't love you no more. Get out of here. So which one produces oxygen? It says it consumes the oxygen for one... No, don't... Clicking the wrong things right now. So, let's see. Consumes some oxygen at night. It produces during the day, consumes at night. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that right now. I'm going to throw in another medicinal plant. And then maybe some more things to produce just like food and other random stuff. Hopefully we bring in a bunch of biologists in this episode. That would be optimal. Hopefully that bought us a little bit of time. And in fact, I think it probably did. Once this is all nice and finished down here, I think I'll feel better about all of this. He's super bummed out about the fact that there's no oxygen. I told him he's being irrational. He just needs to calm down and accept the fact that sometimes there's not going to be any oxygen. You know, we got a bot workshop and a bot repair. Let's go ahead and put in a couple of bot repairs. It takes 2 semiconductors, huh? How many semiconductors do I have? 7? And then we'll put in bot fabs right there. I don't know if anybody's actually ever going to work on them, but robots are pretty cool. I wish that I had a robot. So I assume that most other people wish that they had a robot too. Imagine how awesome that would be, though. You got yourself a robot and he just goes around and does your work for you. That's what they thought it was going to be like back in the 50s or whatever. They're like, oh, in the future, we're just going to have robots that do all our work. They're like, or the companies could just build their own robots and then, you know, sucks to be you. Looks like we have a whole bunch of hauling that needs to get done. But we did pull out a bunch of useful stuff in that last little period, so once all the hauling's finished off, we should be all right. I might need a food storage over here somewhere, but I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Medical bay is looking good. All of our random medical supplies are on the uprise. We could definitely use carrier bots, or I'll take a carrier bot. I mean, I'll definitely take another carrier bot if you got one. Shit, I'll throw money on the table for another carrier bot right now. There we go. It's always medical supplies that I trade, by the way, because I always have like a fat surplus of them. It's rare that you ever have like an absurd amount of injuries at the same time, and so you tend to just stack them up. Oop. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Slow the game down. Yeah, I think it's linked to you loading ships, because it happens too consistently whenever you have to load a ship. Everybody just stay inside right now. Under no circumstances should anybody be outdoors right now. You will be punished. I will ground you forever. Like 2 weeks grounding. No Nintendo if you're outright. See? This guy. This guy.
Like, what? You told me to go out and repair the windmill? And then you're like, oh, now you don't want the windmill repaired? You don't want me to be radioactively sick? What is it that you want here? You gotta be more specific about it. I'm just an engineer. I go out there, I fix the thing, I come back, I get my paycheck, and then all of a sudden I've got radiation sickness? It's not alright. It's not alright, Bob.
So, now that that whole debacle has ended, solar flare appears to be over, so let's go ahead and cancel this thing on out. Woo. Did my laser that's supposed to shoot meteors just get hit by a meteor? You guys in your rotating shifts, I swear to God. Oh, that's right, I already did a transaction over there. That's right, I remember. We are running on a lot of power right now. So, although so long as we keep ourselves rocking as far as wind goes, we actually pretty much stay right where we need to be. It's when the wind falls off that we kind of just have those brief periods of the batteries draining out and looking all scary. I will continue to expand out this way at some point. But for right now, I may make another farm over here so it's a little bit closer. I'm trying to keep them somewhat close, because you see when this gets more expansive, it takes them longer and longer to get out there and fix the stuff that's broken. And that always makes me feel nervous, so... Got a robot auto repair. They should go over there all by their lonesome. What are you making? A carrier bot? Cool. So I guess you get the carrier bot by default. It looks like engineers handle that. The skilled labor. Okay. Sounds like good stuff to me. We don't have any more semiconductor fabs, though, so we should probably get one of those. Just like a little room where we can make semiconductors. So I think that what we need is a refinement. We got the processor, we got the factory. Wait, what is it that we need? It's the factory. That's what I was going to say. No, I don't want to click on the thing. Please don't lock me in. Alright, so we need the processor. An armed intruder has been attacked. Where? Oh, man, they're always coming in. I need another, like, security substation over on this side. What do they do? Like, I've never actually seen them do anything. Like, they said in the wiki that these guys actually, like, try to bomb your oxygen generators and shit. It's actually super gangster mode. And they try to, like, blow up all your different water extractors and things, but I haven't seen them do it just yet. That might be because our security situation is pretty solid right now. That delayed response. Like, bap, bap, bap. That's actually kind of what happens when somebody gets shot, though. Like, when you see headshots in video games, they're not actually like that. People don't drop instantly. There's motorized instant, like your muscles are still firing, even though technically you're dead the moment the bullet goes through your brain. Your body is still motorized on whatever last activities you told it to do. Oh, man, did I just lose a... Oh, you killed one of my workers? Lonnie! Why? Yeah, we need to respond quicker. I think we need to respond. I may need a security center over here. Or, I mean, I could just fold up this one on this side altogether. I mean, all we have is security consoles. So technically, I could fold this guy up and put it elsewhere. That's still going to get power from where it gets power from. We'll come to this side and security. Where is that at? Security. Where are you? There you are. Control center. We need to get that built like right now. Yeah, it seems alright to me. We'll build it right there. Throw that in on that side. All of our threats are going to be coming from over here anyways, so... It just mirrors it look like food is falling off. Looks to me like food is dropping off. Maybe. I mean, technically, if this security center is enough to, like, babysit most of the things in the base, I would question why we need a second one. It looks like these areas are not secured, though. Yeah, so we're going to need this guy over here. I'll put in a couple of consoles, and we'll be good. We will be good. I need you gentlemen to make yourselves happy. Your TV just really doesn't seem to help out that much with morale. It does a little something, something, but I think they need beers and brewskis and all that fun stuff. Otherwise, they just ain't going to make it. Let me get them cleared out a little bit. I think the beer does better, but that's beer, you know? What doesn't beer fix? I personally like malt liquor. That's what I try to stick with, but... a couple more engineers coming in. I'll accept that, unless those are intruders. Oh, she's a medic. They're both medics. Alright. Do I have... Oh, that's right. I had the intruders. I was going to build a thing down here. I needed a factory in this vicinity somewhere. Really, I don't care that much. Wherever I could put it would be perfectly fine. And we got our control center over here. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put in 2 security consoles. The other thing that I wanted to do is for my immigration, I wanted to make sure that we're getting guards too, because I think things are getting large enough here to where we sort of want to consider having a few more armed men on premises, or on the premises. Once that's all finished off, we'll put in maybe 2 gun fabs and 2 semiconductor fabs. I don't really need that many robots. I mean, it would be nice to have a lot of them. But if we don't have the supplies, we don't have the supplies, and I'm not going to stress about it. Like right now, for example, how many robots are we running? We got 10 robots. How many carrier bots do we have, though? Trying to find a blank space to click on. We got 5 carrier bots. We got 2 constructor bots and 3 driller bots. Not bad, all things considered. Not bad. Got a trade ship on this side. I mean, obviously, you have the constructor bot patent, don't you, bastard? I'm actually going to have to let this guy go. I got to wait till a surplus builds up. We don't have a massive amount of anything right now because I've been building a lot more. We have some plastics and some starches and things. Our food supply is definitely dropping off, so I'm thinking it might be time for another biodome around here somewhere. Got enough beds on this side. I might put in like a super dorm too, like something else that they can just crash in real fast if they need it. Because these might be assigned to like random people that are all the way across the base. You can never quite tell. Yeah, I think that's probably what I'll do. Now the dormitory is an end space though, so once again, we need this to be in a spot where it doesn't like kill our productivity. Sorry, random meat generator. You're gonna have to take one for the team for right now. Productive space is gonna be at a loss, but I'll build another one and it'll be alright. Producing mushrooms from over there. It actually looks like we don't have enough biologists around. We may need a couple more. Maybe prioritize no traders for right now. I don't have anything to trade with anyways. So let's bring... Well... That seems alright. I'll take it. And then the next thing we need... Food is actually falling off kind of catastrophically right now. Fell off very, very quickly. So let's get on top of that before anything else goes wrong. A lot of this game is sort of just adapting to things that you need around. And I would say maybe another big biodome over here if I can get away with it. Okay, or like a medium-sized one. I can't do a medium-sized one. Well, shit on me then. I guess I'll just take a little one then. These all appear to be properly maintained, which leads me to believe that there must be a surplus of extra people working up here. A couple more driller bots wouldn't murder us either. Now that we have enough carrier bots, I would say to swap that over to drillers. And just restart the job. It'll be alright. And if we could fill these out completely with drillers, That would save us a lot of workspace, and so I'll keep an eye on that for right now. Down on this side, we've got a couple of things we need to build. So I'll go 2 semiconductors, and I'll probably go 2 firearms fabs. And we'll just have those produce as they produce. Got enough parts right there, so that's looking okay. Looks like we may have just grabbed a couple more immigrants, but I wasn't paying attention to who or what they might be. All these areas are looking nice and guarded now, which is fantastic. I would prefer for everybody to be nice and safe, minimize the amount of shootouts that I got to take part in. Food's still falling off pretty quickly, but I think if we can get this biodome up here fleshed out rapidly, it'll at least take the edge off. It may be also time to... You got onion pads, onion pads. These are all starches up here, right? Okay, these are all starches. I may convert these over. So the ones that are not quite there yet, let's go ahead and make these high yield instead. We'll make them tomato plants. And then once these roll over, I will more than likely try to get them fleshed out and turn into something a tad more useful. Actually, I'll leave it split. I'm not going to do anything rash right now. That seems okay. Alright, we got you right here. Let's go ahead and throw in a couple of lettuce pads. Okay. I would also suggest that this might be the time to expand the power grid a little bit. Nope, not what I wanted. Go back over here. But to sort of limit the amount of parts I have to mess with, I might make big guys for right now. It's a little bit more expensive to go with the big stuff, and they don't produce quite as well, but it'll save us on parts since we got so many little things up there. They are fabricating the night away on that side, which sounds great to me. That robot auto repair is saving our technicians, our engineers time, so that'll be nice. I think we could also probably use another bio lab because I sort of whacked that one over there, but, you know. Let's get the little things done first. This dormitory's been sitting empty for a while, and I am aware of it. I know people always leave comments like I've forgotten about things, but, I mean, I'll admit it. Sometimes I legitimately forget, but most of the time, once again, I'm kind of working from a triage mindset. What do I need, like, right this second versus what do I not need right this second? Didn't crunch those in well enough, but I don't feel like fixing it right now, so I'll leave it. You know, it's questionable. This might be better used as something else, this space. Maybe smash in another lab over here. And this one's going to be a big guy. Oh, the benefit appears to be that the little ones connect better, too. That should be alright. I'm trying to make this like the place where I grow all my food, in case you were wondering. So this is going to be where food's at. This is going to be where manufacturing's at. This area is a giant cluster of just random ducks because I didn't know what I was doing up and at that point, and I was kind of just like expanding as necessary. But I assume it'll probably be okay. It looks like we've got a little bit of recovery as far as vegetables are concerned. That's going to be a lab that's almost completely dedicated to growing meat because I feel like meat we never quite have a surplus of. Plastics and whatnot, on the other hand, none of these are going to be worked, are they? Yep, not a single one being worked. That's okay. Did we get those bots done over here? We got that bot right there. Okay. So we got no bot working in right there. We got one bot working in right there. I don't know if they have to come back for maintenance or why the driller bots come back inside. But it looks like they come back inside for some reason. So, a little bit troublesome. Did we have a bar down here? I do not think that we did. But if we wanted to have one, we could probably get away with one right down in here. Now, obviously, we got this bar up and in here that's working perfectly fine, like nobody's even using it. So, seems like some of my creations are more perfect than others. But right now, look at how our base has grown. I mean, that's fantastic. Look at that thing right there. Like, this is what we have done with the time that we spent in this game, and I'm excited to see, like, how much further we could expand the whole thing out and just keep it sprawling all over the place. It also makes me wonder if you can make, like, semi-autonomous areas. Like, can I just put an airlock down here and then start building other things off of it, and we can have separate little areas that do separate little things, like a tourist area down here that just has, like, the bare basic functions of the other areas. Like, it produces just enough food for everybody. It produces just enough this, just enough that. Actually, looks like food's still falling off. So hopefully somebody decides to get this going down here, because I think we have about maybe 10 minutes on maximum speed right now to get this fixed. So I'd like to do it if available. A couple more immigrants coming in for right now. It looks like that's just going to be one engineer, which I'm fine with. Got 121 people rocking right now. It looks like our surplus power is still working out okay. I'm not feeling like, you know, the things we're endeavoring to accomplish. That one does 80 for 7, whereas these do like 30 for 2. It might be more power efficient to use that one. Oh well. Hopefully this gets done at some point. Go ahead and turn off all the walls because they are obstructing my view of my beautiful little colonists. Okay, some of them aren't beautiful, but you know, don't tell them I said that. They get upset about it. It's one of those situations where you're like telling somebody to be more attractive, and I'm like, I firmly believe that just about anybody could pull things together. Like, I think for dudes it's natural, because dudes, we're kind of like edgy and, you know, not naturally sort of like expected to be attractive, whereas I think there's like a societal expectation of women to be attractive, which I think is kind of messed up. But anyways, aside from that point, it's one of those things like, what are you going to do? Give everybody plastic surgery? I guess you could try and tailor societal expectations in different directions, but once again, I would argue that might be a little bit difficult, considering we're wired to be what we are. Still, I don't know. I didn't learn how to dress properly till I was like halfway through my 20s, and that's when I figured out that you could actually like put an outfit together and it would look a certain way, like you had actually planned it to look that way. I'll probably just slot a whole bunch of those in right there. Actually, it looks like veggies just recovered with a big harvest. So maybe it's coming down to the fact that, I don't know. Maybe it's coming down to the fact that we have a higher consumption, so our production is a little bit burstier. Not really so sure. I'm trying to keep as many biologists concentrated in this area as I can, though. Had I the ability to do so, what I would instead do is I would actually try to make it so that the beds were assigned by proximity of work. Did the lights just go out for a second? I feel like they did. Still, I didn't learn how to dress properly till I was probably halfway through my 20s when I started putting things together and actually realizing that I don't like the fact that appearances matter in life, but they do. I mean, this comes down to the fact that especially if you work in sales or if you work anywhere where people are going to judge you by your experience, you will do better if you dress in a manner that makes you more attractive. I mean, ugly salesman, maybe. It makes you just look skeevier, I guess. Put on a nice outfit, though, and you can bring yourself up, or I'm sorry, if I could start talking here. Put on a nice outfit, get yourself all dressed out with colors that match and whatnot. You might be able to like boost yourself up to like a 5 or a 6, and really in life, that's all it takes. And I think anybody can do that. A little practice or whatever. You have the stink of an intruder. Are you an intruder? What are you? Oh, you're a guard. Okay, the guards come in white suits. I didn't even realize that. Apparently, guards come in white suits. Who even knew? I feel like I'm getting off track right now, and I don't really have the time to explain my positions on all the things that I'm trying to talk about simultaneously, so I'm just going to stop. Just assume that I'm a nice person. How does that sound? I'll probably connect that from right there, and I would have liked for it to connect from right there. Let me see if I can get that positioned a little better. We're out of time. So anyways, I'll do it off camera. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Planetbase. Happy to have you all here. It's always a blast for me to come and hang out with you and play this game because I do like it very, very much. I think this game is a really, really solid Steam release, and I hope that it sells a lot of copies and that the developers become wealthy overnight because they deserve it. This is a really good game. I'll see y'all later. Hi to everybody.